All right, here we go. Pre-conference week. So the first assignment is always going to be optional throughout the course. So it's a aphorism. So aphorism is kind of like Proverbs from Nassim Taleb, who is one of the most prolific thinkers right now, who really talks about uh, the need for skin in the game. So it fits really perfect, or fits perfectly with the model that we run. That we really got to get in touch with our own antisocial side, our own narcissistic side, our own borderline, histrionic, OCPD sides, so that we can really feel our way into somebody else's experience. So we call that vicarious introspection, where we are joining with the client to understand what's going on. He really has some things that will push you to that next level of thinking into someone else's skin. So the first learning activity is going to be the virtual classroom. So you just click on the link where it says Adobe Connect, and that will take you to Adobe Connect. So make sure you set that up before Monday, August 6th, where you click on it and make sure that you can get into the classroom. And so then you'll have a post that this will be a common thing throughout your stay at the John Townsend Institute, where you will have an initial post, and then you'll post two responses to other people's initial posts. And that's just reflecting over what you learned in the online class. And then you'll see the model for how to respond to somebody's post. So, all right, then learning activity number 2 will be a homework partner call. So we'll set this up. I'll set this up on the program resources page or the course resources page where you just click. It's on the left, and it'll tell you who you're supposed to call. And you're going to write your competence and character growth plan, and you'll use this all throughout the Townsend program. So make sure you hone it in as much as you can right now, and then honestly, after we have the first virtual classroom, you should know a little bit more for what you're going to push into. So I would wait until then to write it. And then autobiographical and life markers paper will just be kind of walking through what experiences built you into who you are. So this is something that you're going to do with every client that you see from here on out. So lean into it as much as you can to see what it's like to explore those different parts of you. And then the counseling skill of attunement will be practiced, and you'll learn that in this course also. And so your initial post will be writing a reflective discussion about what was hard and easiest about attuning to your friend. So that's going to be part of it also, is that you're going to be practicing the skill with a friend. And then how did it seem to impact your friend? And now what do you think about this skill called attunement? Then you ask your professor one question about how to attune so you can learn this skill better. You don't even need to do that, because we're going to be doing that in the live virtual classroom the entire time. I don't think any other professors are doing that, so you don't need to ask me a question unless you have a dying question. So, and then read at least 3 to 5 classmates posts and respond to at least 2 of them, and then attach the verbatim of your recording to your discussion posts. All right, and then activity 3 is building attachment into your life and those you counsel. So this is really going into the first foundational structural level called bonding. And so it's learning how to bond. So that's what this book is all about, Hiding from Love. So, and then there are so many good documents in this learning activity. Make sure you read all of them. They're excellent. So here's another thing. Once you read these, it's not going to be enough. When you get to your next course and you get done with that, reread these documents again. Next course, you get done with that, reread these documents again. One of the best things I've learned throughout my years of doing this is that I can reread Changes That Heal every year, and I'll get something new out of it. So that just is the process of time that Townsend talks about. That just over time our brains mature and we understand this stuff a little bit better. Doesn't mean that this stuff should stay in your first course. Take it with you. Download this stuff. Make a file. All right. And then learning activity number 4 is building separation into your life and those you counsel. Really key stuff here. I mean, this is boundaries 101. So make sure you lean into this. And so this is just a post one where you just post response to the reading and then 2 responses to other people's posts. Learning activity number 5 is integration. And so this is basically you're going to lean into the part of all good, all bad. So learning about the good parts and learning about the bad parts of life and how to integrate the two. So, all right. So good luck. You're going to do great. I'll dialogue back and forth with you. Feel free to email me, text me, call me, whatever you need to get through this, baby. This is where it's at, and I think you're going to love it. So don't feel pressure to get everything right. I'll help guide you. That's part of my role, is to help guide you in the right direction. So give it your best effort, lean into it, and then we'll go from there. All right, here we go. Pre-conference week, baby.